get your brushes, go get your paint. This is how you do it, the Shoshie way. I'm gonna teach you, be ready to learn. Cause when I'm done, it's your turn. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear all I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above, and if you like it, give it my love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch real close. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures. We paint miniatures, we paint miniatures, we paint miniatures.
Hello, it is Shoshie from Shoshie's Magnificent Miniatures, and thank you guys so much. And Talagar, thank you so much for all of your donations over the past couple months. I cannot thank you enough. Big shout out, give some hype to Talagar. Big happy day. Dan Shapu, yay, it's been a while since I've seen you. And Yagdi alone, it's awesome that you can be here watching even if you have to mute, so. You'll have lots to see. We have some good stuff. Look at this, my light. It's making my face look pretty white today, but that's okay. I have a glove on because I'm painting this awesome Kong from Cartoon Minis, and can you see how this is I don't really have anything right now. Well, that's not entirely true. You know what I could do? I could just take this off. Let's do that. Might help a lot. Hey, and the Munis, how's it going? All right, let me see if I can get this off. It does not want to come easily. So I gotta take this whole thing onto the top to be able to get it apart. This is my Wrathcore miniature holder, and you guys know how much I love Wrathcore. Push that out. Now, boom, now we can take that off. Now, I usually keep these on to use as a bracer, but sometimes it's just easier to have it. Now let's see if this works. There is a split. Boom, boom. Oh my goodness, I guess I can do it. I think it might be a little wobbly. See if I can push it down in there anymore. That might be perfect. Yes. Yay. Okay, so I may not need to wear a glove at all. Hey, next to minis. All right, yes, I can hold it, and I don't have to wear gloves. I was gonna wear the glove because I didn't want to get my finger oils on the mini, but I didn't realize I could have put him in here, and I may actually have another bar. Let me look for it. Give me 1 second. Check in my bin of corks and mini holders down here. Yes, I found the bigger bar. This is a lucky day. All right, so watch. See, this one has a very large bar. And I can take out the cork that I've got Kong in. This is Kong. Colonel Xander. There we go. Just subscribe. Thank you so much. 3 months in a row. I'm gonna put some real quick here. I want to just show you here. Subscribers. You guys are awesome. My subscribers have been really helping me make the stream better. I mean, we bought a new stream deck, we bought new cameras, we bought new lighting. I'm in the process of buying some new emotes, and everybody's subscription money is going to improving the channel. All right, here is Colonel Xander. Thank you so much. Here we go. Hey, hypes. Thank you. There we go. Now he's all on the spinny thing. And if you guys have seen me paint with this bar, it's another thing to brace my hand on to steady it. Kind of hold it like this, and then I can, let me show you, brace while I paint and get all kinds of good, lovely details. All right, I'm excited. I am so excited to paint Kong. You guys, tell all your friends. We're painting Kong from Cartoon Miniatures. This is not sponsored. This is a personal project because I backed their Kickstarter and I got like almost all of their little ancient warriors that they have, almost. Here, 1959, thank you so much for the subscription. Oh my gosh, 5 months in a row. Let's do that. Here, 1959. You guys are so great. Welcome in the voice of Maui. Yes, you're welcome. Yes, you can tell that. You can just tell from my energy, you know, how excited I am to paint this mini. I mean, he's got so many beautiful, see now just when there we go. Look at how many details he has. So many details. And we've already got him pre-shaded with the primer, which is the Steinolrez primer. I start with black, and then I did just white, and then we've got a little bit of gray back here too. He has a base that is this kind of Aztec-y looking coin, or maybe tribal looking coin, and then this is some kind of animal skulls and fur that will be hanging from his he's got like a little full arm, yeah. And I'll have to straighten this out with the hairdryer a little bit, but yeah, I'm very stoked. So we have some info for the channel, new stuff coming your way. Yes, nope, same music, should be the same music. You must be just tuning into it. So Someone on Wednesday. Know if anything. Someone on Wednesday stream knows someone. Don't know if anything came of it. I'm not sure what you mean. Hey, and then Maple Leaf Magic just finished this mini last month. Awesome. So let's see. Like I said, I'm so excited to paint him. Oh yeah, you can't link stuff without a admin permission, Maple Leaf. So go ahead and whisper that to En Lamunas. He's one of my mods, and he can click the link over to the chat so everybody can see. There we go. Here, not gonna work. Oh, okay, good. I've got it. Copy link. All right, I got the link for you. Here it is, everybody, so you can look at Maple Leaf's Instagram. Oh. Hey, oh, my keyboard is behind me. Look, oh, that's so cute. I just love him. He's so cute. Good job. So in the box art and in yours, he's got green on his thing here, and I'm not so sure I want to use green, or if I do, I don't know if I want it to be that bright. For me, for this one anyway, I feel like this green is pulling my eye down to it. So I want to go with more of a bronze, thing down here, and maybe a leather. I'm not sure yet, but I just know that I don't want this coin to be green. I feel like my eye is going down, down, down. So, and I don't think I'm going to use copper either. So we'll see. We're gonna veer off and do something different than the box art. Yeah. All right. So I did some research on gorillas, and you guys may know this already, but gorillas are endangered. So that means they're just near and dear to my heart. This Kong was actually one of the first cartoon minis that actually drew me to the Kickstarter in the first place. It was him, and the rest kind of sold me as well. But he's my favorite, and that's why I'm painting him next. All right, so I'm gonna link you guys this photo, the painting by. Ooh, that is loud. Let me type that down just. So, not too loud for you guys, is it? I'm going to link you guys this painting because I'm going to take a lot of the same colors from it. It's by Timothy Scoggins. Copy. Here we go. Take a look at this piece. This is going to be, yay, Furcadino. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm going to put you on our new followers list over here. Thank you. Welcome. All right, like I said, I was just about to link. This is my art inspiration, and I'm going to do metallic metals because that's really, I want to show. I think that I have a metallic metals kind of triad that I use. I love to use this. Tinny tin, brassy brass, and polished gold. If you want it to look more copper, use more brassy brass and then just highlight with the gold and such. But I really love this triad. So we're gonna use this for my metals, for some of my metals. And yeah, the box art is all in NMN, but I'm not gonna go that route. I'm gonna go a different route. So you'll get to see him painted in the Shoshie way. The Shoshie, we'll Shoshify him. Hey, Cyber Nomad, how's it going? So do you guys remember on Wednesday we raided Cyber Nomad, and this is the guy that we raided, and he's a brand new streamer, and yeah, he was pretty shocked. I like to pick out the streamers who look like they have like 5 people watching them, and if it looks like what they're painting is cool, then drop a whole post on them. Yay, okay, let's see. He looks like a bicky. It does look like a bicky. For those of you guys who don't speak Australian, bicky means biscuit, which is Australian slang for cookie. So it's a bicky. Green bicky. All right. I'm just looking at him. Oh yes, let's see. My artwork has lots of browns and blues actually, and grays. All right, I'm gonna start with some dark colors, and I think I want to begin with burgundy wine, because that's going to establish some of my darker brown tones, and then I can always highlight up with some grays and some other things. But I think that's going to be my first shade color that I'm going to put on here. And I also want to use a little bit of maybe some corporeal shadow. I have corporeal shadow, which is more bluish, and so let me put that on my palette and see. Yeah, that actually could be not mixed enough. Let me mix it. And then while I look for my favorite color, the purple of all blacks. Where is it? Is this it? Well, dark elf skin is also another good one that we can use. Okay, corporeal shadow is perfect. It's very dark, kind of navy bluish color. By Reaper Master Series. Cat. Was indeed. Good. Hey, Trillian, how's it going? We are painting this guy, and I love him. All right, now. Actually, let me see if my printer printed off my reference so I don't have anything back. There we go. All right, I got myself a reference. Look, he's looking at you. Haha. All right, so this is my reference from that painting by Tim Scroggins, and that's where I'm getting only my colors from, really. So that's the correct. Ready to paint. Hi, Akaya. Is it evening? Are you in the UK or in Europe? It is only 2:44 in the afternoon in my neck of the woods. Lickster, hello. Thank you so much for the host and the for the host. Painting Kong, and I'm painting in all his shadowed areas first. And based on what I'm seeing, not quite the level of darkness that I'd like. So I'm gonna look for a different color. I really want that. Yay, Nightshade Purple. This is my favorite. This is a really, really dark color. We're gonna use this. Sorry, the host wasn't, that's okay. I understand. Sometimes I don't have hosting on. Sometimes I do. It depends on like what I'm streaming and everything. I forget to host sometimes as well. All right, there we go. There's the Nightshade Purple. It's nice and super, super dark. It's gonna read as a black, but it's not black. It's like a beautiful deep purple. Now this mini has a zillion little pieces of texture in it. So getting all of the coverage is gonna be, that's partly why I'm using the Reaper. Is because it helps, because I can thin this down pretty well. And let me get some of this burgundy up here. See, we were getting a little lighter, and so whenever I'm seeing the lighter color on here, that's when I'm gonna pull the burgundy. When I see only the black, like right here, it's really dark. Let me see if I can pull this light down. Adjust. That looks good. More burgundy in the corners and the crevices that have light. It's Scotland. 8:45. Nice. And more burgundy on the elbow. This is eventually going to get some brown highlights, but I'm starting out dark, and then I'm going to go lighter and lighter. So this whole arm has, I'm going to actually move to this smoky ink color. This is a little bit more transparent. It's a game color, sorry. Need to shake it. There we go. I got my wet palette that I'm using. Now this part, yeah, see how it leaves, see how it's transparent? It leaves the tips lighter. I want that. So I'm going to eventually go in and highlight those with more of a reddish. I want a color difference for sure. Smoky ink is a great color. And then more of this nightshade back here. It's dark again. Now a little corporeal shadow because I want some color differences. I'm shifting the colors to cool on this longer arm hair. We're kind of getting into his being a silverback, right? And then some burgundy down here. And burgundy and the corporeal shadow can also mix together to make a purple color. So has anybody got any plans for the weekend? Anybody going to paint anything interesting? This is the mini that I'm going to be painting on stream for a little bit. It's a personal project that I've been kind of excited about for a long time. All right, now I want to get a little bit lighter. Let's try, I'm kind of thinking using this brown leather color by Skill 75. You know what? I'm going to adjust the brightness. It is really dark. Why is this dark? Better. Tell you what, I'm gonna adjust the brightness on my screen real quick so you guys can see better. Crossbow Roof says, hoping to running the 3D printer for some terrain. What are you going to be printing, Crossbow? Infiz says that he's about 2/3 done with his Flower Knight's body. He's hoping to finish that up. Only second time doing non-metallic metal, but you think you're doing pretty well. That's awesome. And then Lamunis is going to have to work all weekend. Oh no! Unfortunately, painting will have to wait till Monday. Is that like you get 2 days off in the week instead of during the weekend? All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to go run and see if I can brighten up the brightness on this because it's a little dark. All right, give me 1 second. Here we go. Now we have mics. Okay, so looks like it's a little bit bright. See the color okay? Kinda. Let's try some of this. This is Bosch Chestnut right here. If I need to adjust it again, let me know, because we want you to be able to see the colors well enough. It is pretty, all the colors I've painted so far are really dark, so there we go. Oh. That looks better to me. Does I need adjusting? Color off? So Crossbow says they got a few base files for Tau and Tyranid. And they got some Tau buildings they want to try painting. Printing. Notice that I'm starting from the, the inside, and then I'm going to work on the armor after I get his colors mapped in. Okay, so I need some more brown. Dark, this is the smoky ink I've got. I'm going to mix a smidge of, this is just a smidge of the Nightshade purple with it down here in this area, because I believe that this whole area would be shadowed. Okay, so far nobody has been complaining about the color or the light, the brightness, so that means I'm going to take that as it looks good enough to you guys. I know sometimes it can be hard to get a good mix. All right, and a little bit more reddish colors. I'm mixing, let me see if I can put this on camera. This might not work. Okay, look at that. Now hopefully I won't stick my hand in my palette. It's nice and bright. Okay, it's bright, but not too dark, and I'll leave it. It's too bright. I have to adjust it again. The bluish color. Not sure I want it there, so I'm going to go back to some brown. There we go. Brown mixed with blue makes a dark color. Oh, I love it. Look at the colors. You can see it's sort of like a transition. A bit blue down here. Got little peaks. I'm going to give those to be a little bit more on the brown end. And then some purples. That's close to these little beads. Good. I figured out that I'm definitely going to try to paint for the P3 competition for Gen Con. I was kind of like whining about it a little bit yesterday, and then finally I just decided, just do it. Just lose the fear. Don't be so anxious about competing, It's really, I have to really psych myself up and decide, do it for yourself, All right, red here. Like all the different, look at. All right, and there is purple going on down here. I'm excited. He's looking good. For those of you guys who don't know, that I did the Grizzly Bear Viking. He was the last cartoon mini that we painted on stream. He came out amazing. The burgundy and a little bit of brown on the back of his hand here. And I ended up basically Larry Elmore ended up really liking him, and he ended up trading me one of his books for that mini. So Larry Elmore now has one of my minis. Gave him a really good deal. Okay. I'm going to use some more browns back here. See how textured it is? Now, this is the kind of thing that is perfect for dry brushing because it's got so much texture on it. It's like begging to be dry brushed. Putting all the nightshade and the blue back here on his arm. So, drying nice. Look at that. See how that's dried? We might need another coat of corporeal back up here to bit more. Okay. Do you guys like to see these sort of minis painted? I know that the Cartoon Minis is not like a particularly gaming brand, so it doesn't seem to get as much interest, but I gotta paint what is interesting me. And the other thing is that I've got such a huge backlog of my own stuff to paint. This is the way I'm getting it done. But I still, obviously I still want to paint stuff that you guys are interested in. We can find a happy medium. Lots of browns on his face, lots of burgundies. Like that. We can pull out more blues as well. Go with the corporeal shadow on the back half of his head. Cyber, so tell me about what got you into decide to stream. Cyber Nomad. We found he's part of a stream team called the Low Sodium. They're mostly gamers, but he's one of the few creative streamers on it. Ooh, okay, lots of fur being painted. We're trying to keep all the lights light. Aw, Vibato TV, thank you so much for the follow. Let's write you down. There we go. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Yes, by the way, guys, check out this number right here. It's 2,972. Sorry, 27. I did a little flip there. That is the number for how many followers I currently have, which means when we get to 3,000, we're going to have a giveaway for sure. Oh, that's right. Speaking of giveaways, I have an announcement. We're going to be doing some giveaways very soon. Might even be this little Kong guy right here. We'll see. But before I decide on that, actually, I know of another giveaway that I have before that. Yeah, I haven't done a giveaway in forever. So that leg is right there. That's way too brown. So I'm gonna make that more dark. You've been watching a lot of people paint for a while, and your friend's been streaming for a while, and they talked you into it. Figure you're sitting and painting anyway, and so you might as well be fun to get people in and paint and chat. That's a good idea. Cynthia says, I like seeing you paint whatever. These cartoon minis are quite nice in my opinion. Aw, that's good. I know, I like to hear that. It's so much more fun to paint a mini that I'm into, right? What should I paint? Down back here again. Go with some more blue. Get nice darks. Nice darks. Every single one of these little tassels has dark color between it. I'm doing the nightshade purple because that's going to be much darker than the corporeal shadow for sure. Now I have this feeling right now that I'm gonna have some trouble getting my highlights high enough, because that's usually one of my tricky spots. I have trouble with getting my highlights high enough. A little bit of brown on the skin right here, just to that up a bit. Hang on this side. Burgundy. And then this lighter brown color. Or burgundy. Cynthia says he's going to ask that question, since I hope one day to be able to make modest commissions for my work. How do I deal with painting models that don't inspire me? Would I refuse a commission based on the issue? Yeah, actually I would, because I've taken commissions for models that I wasn't into in the past, and a lot of times I can turn it into something that I am interested in, but if I can't, it's like pulling teeth. And so I highly recommend just work on the stuff that you're interested in, and don't be afraid to say no. You don't have to paint everything if you're a commission painter. You know, it's just like if you were a fine artist, you wouldn't. Oh, look at that. That's nice. You can't see it on camera, can you? If I layer this reddish color over here, it looks really good. But anyhow, what I was saying was, yeah, if I was a fine art watercolorist and somebody wanted me, and I did all landscapes most of the time, and somebody came to me and said, hey, can you paint this portrait of my grandmother? I would say no, that's not what I do, and I wouldn't feel bad about it. So you don't feel bad about not taking a miniature commission that you don't feel jazzed about ever. Now, if you're building your portfolio and everything, and you feel like you have to take everything, I get it, but don't. All right, I'm going to take a quick inspiration picture, and the lighter colors are definitely around his face. So, and all of that. So cute. I'm going to give him the cutest expression. Please feel free to ask me commission questions, or, you know, just basic, you know, working artist questions. I like answering that stuff too. Right? Okay, now the part that gets tricky, because I want to show that he's got black. I don't want to lose any of my depth. I think what I will do is I'm going to paint in some of the lines here, the shadows, and then this is with the Nightshade Purple. Go in with a nice light color and lighten it up in a minute. Now, this is where I'm going to water down my paint a little bit. A little bit of wash. That. That's right there. Got shadows in. We don't need. When this dries, wait for that to dry, go in there and get all the little blue highlights and goodies out. So here's a question for you, Trillion. Yeah, thank you, Amberden. Have you started taking commissions that you're not 100% into the idea of? This is the blue. This is the corporeal shadow that I'm going to put on its fingers. I think it's going into the looking better. It's also the white where the white is primed. It's giving it that lighter look. See? Better. See it. It's going to dry differently too, so I need to keep an eye on it. How it dries, because it's going to maybe dry lighter even. Sometimes it's nice to be able to experiment on a hand or something, on a piece of skin that's not as important, and then that way you can go back and do it on the face where you're scared to try a new thing. The corporeal shadow, and I'm using it thinly, not too thin, but thin enough that the white of the primer shines, acts like a glaze, so I don't need to, I'm not going to need to go back and highlight it as much. And I need more corporeal shadow on my palette because it's starting to leak into the sponge a little bit. Monkey business! Hey, Willem Kingspeak, how are you? This is definitely monkey business here. Super Sarah says, I have some to finish that are killing my soul. Fall, I've learned to love the joys of painting for myself and new techniques, so finishing up that commission is slow going. That's another thing I try to do, is I will try new techniques on a commission that I'm not excited about. I will try, oh, love this hand up here. Look at how that is. That's how I want every other part of his hands to look. Let's do some on his face now that, well, let's do these toes first. Pretty. I like this corporeal shadow. Pretty much the perfect color for these toes. Yeah, so I'll practice new techniques. I will, like I've had to do the same model a few times. And so each time I tell the client, I'm like, okay, but I can't paint it like I did the other ones. It's gotta be something different. Something that'll be fun. Okay, well, let's do the face. Do on the lips. Now it's really dark, so I'm going to have to do some major highlighting here. I need the dark there so that the contrast is bright. Now, a bit of browns. Blending it in there. Brilliant says, no, I'm not confident enough that I can do a great job. I have painted an entire collection of Shadows of Brimstone minis, but just for the cost of the paint involved, oh my goodness, you need to charge more. It was for a good friend. Okay. I was painting my own collection, so I doubled down over 100 models in each, over 2 years as it was built from the Kickstarter. Brilliant. I'm going to tell you, you should be careful with that, because even though it's for a good friend, you could burn yourself out and not want to paint for yourself even. So that's the other reason why I'm really careful about not taking minis. This is our highlight color, blue. Very, very pale blue. And I'm actually going to mix some varying blue with it also. This is a little bit brighter. Yeah, Super Sarah's like, yep. Yeah, you don't want to get burnt out to where you're like, oh, I don't want to paint anymore. Can't even look. So that's kind of what happened for me with watercolors. Colors with that Bering blue, and then this is the Arctic blue. I'm gonna mix them together. Create a mid-tone. A little bit here. About 50-50. Now we can go. Got a nice, see the range. Now I can go from anywhere in that range and pick up paint. And I need to look at this brush because I think I need a sharp brush for this last one. Let's see. This is number 1. Yep, this will work. I'm gonna start in the middle of my little range that I've made here. Really says I learned so much from doing it and improved dramatically the course of doing it. Mostly focus on KD now, so I really need to raise my game. I think I'm a pretty good tabletop painter, but I want more. Well, that is awesome because KD is super fun, and you can keep motivated on something like that. That's awesome. All right, I'm taking glasses off, guys, so it's going to be a minute before I can check chat. I'm going to get all of these little teeny details, and a lot of what I'm going to be doing here is just tapping the paint because I don't want to lose. These details are tiny. I'm just going to tap. And tap on Fionn's lip. It gets lighter, but it reads as almost like a gray right now. Now we can go in here with the Arctic white. And on the apexes of the parts that I want to be brightest, not a lot of this Arctic white, just a smidge. Let's do this tooth. This tooth can be, got a cute little tooth. Can be entirely Arctic white. Alright, let's get in that mid-tone level again and see if I can do some of the bridge of his. You know what? Before I even do that, I need to get in here and do his eye. He's got beautiful eyes. You guys seen gorilla eyes before? They're kind of beautiful orange. I want them to glow. I want him to look alive. So I'm going to start with this peach color. I can always go darker with a little wash, but I will have trouble getting lighter the more paint I put in it. So I want to start light. Sarah says, I saw the steps for beginners in the Army Painter book, and I said to base colors dip the whole model in wash. At that point, I'm thinking that sounds pretty darn good to finish those remaining figures. Yes, I know what you mean. Dipping is great to be able to get tabletop quality for your armies. Yes. All right, so here's the eyes. Got beautiful tiny baby eyes. We want that to be a bright color because see how I can hold the mini like this without touching it? Then I can brace my hand on this bar. Oh, I love Rathcore. Oh, I gotta take my hat. Messed up the eye a little bit. Let me see if I can pick out some of that paint that I've. See, sometimes I can just brush water on it and take it back up all the way. just like I did. It's not, see? Try it again. Let me dry it off. Okay. Hopefully it won't be too wet. Better. At least with that, I can go back around the edge of the eye with a little bit of dark nightshade purple here. Clean that up just a bit. Let that dry. I'm not going to touch that until that's dry. Now I'm going to go back here with this white and a little bit of this peach color here. I think you need to go back over it with white. It's too peachy, too yellowy. Pink. That's the problem. Sometimes you just need to let it dry and then come back. Now that this is the bearing blue. Thinking about where the light's coming from, and I'm deciding that the light is coming from this side of him. Alright, let me put a little bit of my mid-tone. I'm just barely touching these ridges. Got little ridges on his eyebrows and on his nose. I'm just trying to tint it. Not too much here. Let me check chat. The figures are so flippin' cute. Oh, you wanted to paint the stuffed fables? Stuffed fables? Don't want the game. Jillian says my favorite commission and the first paid one was the most fun stuffed fables. Somebody needs to send me a link to these stuffed fables. They sound like something I would dig. I just have them in my color. Fixed itself. Third, my camera's acting funny. Look at the color, looks great now. What you did, you find a friend in need. Sarah's starting to play with them a tiny bit and loving them so far. Somebody send me a link to those stuffed fables. I don't know, I don't think I know what you guys are talking about. They sound awesome. And then Kat says, how long does it take to get my wrap for when you ordered one at the beginning of June and you anxiously... I don't know, Kat. It's been a while since I ordered anything. I would just send him a message and ask, you know, because I don't actually work for them. I am just a sponsor. I just sponsored by them. But they're pretty responsive if you message them. How pretty he is. Give him more bright that, you know. And get a little corporeal blue in here. And just paint underneath his eye. And then get the white so I can kind of wet blend a little bit there. Tiny, tiny highlights. There, see, like that, little bitty. That's too bright. I can get this will be the bluer color over here. And now the white. Starting to look like he has a personality just yet. So he looks like on camera. Look at that. See how that just like ups the contrast just when you make those little bitty highlights. Ah, see, Sarah got the painting eyeballs is really hard. Sarah got the Scale 7-3 metallic sets and you're starting to play with them. That's awesome. They are really good. Real quick before I get much further, I'm gonna take, actually, wait. This is burned flesh. It's a kind of an orangey color. I think I'm gonna try it for his eyes. Let's see if it, ooh, did you guys see that? Got all over the place, man. All right, I think it's not orangey enough, so I'm gonna add just a smidge of this Mars orange. Yeah, that's pretty orangey. That'll also thicken it up a bit too. Fairly watery. All right, we've got his peach eyes, and then because those are already there, a little bit of orange over the top is going to be perfect. Boom. A bit more. Yay. Looks so cute. Now a little bit of this orange mixed with a little bit of this brown. Make another burnt orange color. A reference. Oh, is it time to stretch? How long does it take to get your wrath core? Oh, so the wrath core, gosh. I don't know, because they have a distributor through PK Pro from Germany, so it just depends on when something's going through customs. It could take 2 weeks, or it could take, you know, a month and 2 weeks. So, all right, time to stretch, everybody. Everybody get up and stretch out your legs a little bit. Stretch out your arms. Go. Hey, Teviston. How is it going? So, I'm going to go ahead and fix his eye, because there's a little bit of a issue I'm having right at the bottom of it. That work? Nope, that just painted something else. Give me a second here. I have to do it off screen because I can't even see what I'm doing. There, that seems to work. Okay, much better. I'm gonna make a little bit of orange highlights in his hair at the top here. So that the Asphoria, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Spell that right here. F-O-R-I-A_. Boom. Thank you and welcome. Okay, here's this color that I'm going to use. It needs to be, or unfortunately this orange Let me try the fantasy orange because it's a little bit more, not as pastel. There's something about the oranges. It's kind of pastelish. Oh, there we go. That's better. Now. Looking good on camera. I think it needs, here's what I need to do. Trying to make him look a little bit more like a silverback. Looking like a young gorilla right now. Not sure if you guys saw what I just did. Explain it. Is there a mod to link stuff for the Fables? Yes, Enlamunis. Link it to Enlamunis. He's in mod. Pretty please. Thank you, Osphoria. Are you just now finding me? I paint minis professionally. We are painting this awesome mini by Cartoon Minis. Needs a few little highlights on his nose. Okay, let's see how this is gonna look. Let's do a little bit more of the blue. He's great. Now, I need two tiny little pupils. I'm not sure you can even read those on camera. But I'm kind of having him looking off to the side up there. I love this. I feel like it needs to go even higher, highlighted. What do you think? Cool. Now let's try. I'm going to try this. I don't know if it's going to work, but just a little bits of dry. I don't have a correct dry brush. Let's use this one. This is sort of an old Citadel basing brush, and I'm going to get some paint on it and see what I can do here for touching. This is the Kong. His name is Warlord Kong by Cartoon Minis. That's brilliant. I'm going to take a look at this Cloud Games Fabled Stuffs. So cute! Gosh. Yeah, that's right up my alley. Is that game any fun? I don't think my husband would play the game, but I would like to paint those minis. That looks like a fun thing. Right, I'm trying to get some of this blue into his hair. Touching his ear a little bit too. Back here. mostly blue. I'm gonna mix a little bit of blue. Ah, too much. Lost my paper towel. This is why you gotta go this way. Try put a blue highlights in the back of his booty. This is just the Arctic blue too. A fun story game. Oh, that's awesome. Catch. Tons on, because I don't want it to look too chalky, but just a little bit. Do have dry brush some go over the top of it. It goes gray on me. But actually. Okay, let's do some armor. I'm ready. This is what I'm going to start my armor with. This is the Tinny Tin by Game Color. Atome says you paint for gaming, but this is another level. Aw, thank you. I appreciate it. Heard a ton of good stuff when it comes to their non-metallic metal stuff. All right, so this is Tinny Tin. I don't want to lose all this beautiful shading and everything. So I'm going to put it here to start. I decided already I did not want to do green. Instead, I want to do more of a metallics. We're using metallic metals on him, not non-metallics. I like to use a little bit of both, but I like my stuff that look a little bit more realistic. Of this. Ah. Thank you. I appreciate your words. Today was, I don't know what. I spent too much time on Facebook today, and I got myself all in a bluesy mood, and now you guys have got me back up in a good mood, and I really appreciate it. I need to take a social media break. It's hard when your whole business is on social media. That's why we come to Twitch, is to paint and escape and have fun and see little cute gorillas. Just going over all of these textured areas. He's got a lot of the same texture everywhere. And this color is helping me get a feel for it. I think, what are we doing this weekend that is interesting? I don't even know. I think this weekend I'm just going to be continuing to finish up commissions. And, oh, I know what we're doing. This weekend, Mike and I are hopefully going to film that priming video. Now, I say hopefully, so, you know, just understand that things sometimes happen and sometimes they don't. But I'm going to finish up the priming video for the Cottle Ruddick bust. It was really my intention to get that done, so, but if it doesn't, don't get mad. Everything in its time, right? Hey, it is Friday. Your ears are burning? Yes, Protomaker work. I told them we're going to work on getting getting that bust primed and recording the video for it. It's so funny how he shows up whenever I'm talking about him. Almost like he's listening while lurking. Yeah, I hope to get that done. Sabat TC, hello, hello. How are you, Sabat? Being a gorilla named Kong, Warlord Kong specifically. Those lovely armored bits. Alright, I'm making sure I get all the way around here. And I'm looking for all the other spots. Might have the same texture. Okay. Now, I think I'm going to go in with the rest of the tinny tin. This part I want to be more golden. This part I want to be more coppery. Again, he's going to have coppery trim too. So try to get this smooth. See how smooth I can get it. You'll be coming through Illinois in a few weeks on a road trip back to Texas. Awesome. That'll be a very dull drive for you. The corn is almost, it's supposed to be knee-high by the 4th of July, but it's already way over knee-high, so you will be seeing quite a bit of corn. Had a lot of rain. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just paint all of the bits that have this armor. Okay, kind of making choices as I go, and so it seems like I leave stuff off and then I paint it. Okay, it'll be all right. Listening while working or instead of working. I'm sure he's working, that's why he listens. Otherwise he'd be on here chatting with us. So again, this is the brownest of the game. This is like a brown metallic color. Oh, it already looks great on camera, my goodness. I'm just going to get his breastplate and see how that looks and then go from there. Did we build this guy on stream? I think we did. There was a day where I built a whole bunch of cartoon minis at once, and it was a lot of fun. I think we built a bunch. Rot says it's more to see the newborn nephew in Indiana and see a lovely lady friend in Decatur, Illinois. That's very close to us. Your best friend used to run the Lincoln Museum in Vernon, and then roll back down to Texas to visit Rainer on my way down. Nice. Well, if you're anywhere near Champaign, send me a message. Because that's where I'm at. It's very close to Decatur. It's only about an hour and a half. Nice. All right, there's this, I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's this wonderful gorilla emblem on the back of his armor that I'm gonna end up highlighting. Great. I gotta let all this dry. Okay, let that dry. Already almost dry on the front. That's good. Really got a personality already, doesn't he? Ready for war. Do the toes. Let's do it with this. Woo! Did you guys see that? Might need to go back and make these toes even a little bit brighter, or darker rather, so that when I paint his little highlights on here, it's as dark as on his face. See, so those toes are probably not dark enough. Which cam? What happened? I don't even do that. Thank you, and Lamunas. I appreciate that. I must have hit the cam button. I'm not sure how. Back in here with some corporeal shadow and just make the lines between his toes that much darker. Get those highlights in there as well. Bar cam, I know there's you guys got to see my my Star Wars bar. We call it the cantina. Funny. All right, more corporeal shadow on fingers, because I already decided that we need to go back in and re-highlight all that. Re-shadow and shade and highlight. There. That's such a gorgeous color. I'm going to use this corporeal shadow again sometime, because that's nice. The Valkyrie from KDM is really complex and hard to clean up. So you're glad you watched my building streams. That's good. I'm thinking I'm probably going to sell my Valkyrie. Is that bad? Because I saw her and I was like, yeah, that didn't look like it was going to be as much fun as I thought. Be more blue, doesn't it? Here. More corporeal shadow. Better. Got it highlighted, and then I took it off. All right, this is dry, I think. That part's not quite dry enough, but I can go back. Now, this is some of this is going to have some corporeal shadow and a little bit of all the spots that need a little dark shadow underneath. I'm going to go on top. This is where we merge non-metallic metal with metallic metal, right? To get sort of a big contrast, because that's the thing that's missing from metallics, true metallics rather, is that deep contrast. You have to have flat paint in order to get that. Here's the tinny tin, or sorry, yeah, this isn't tinny tin, smoky ink. I love. I'm going to get in here with some smoky ink. That can also make my darks show up a little bit better. Underneath this little emblem that's right here, giving it sort of a drop shadow. And remember, my light's coming from here, so we got to put shadows. We probably wouldn't have a shadow here. We'd probably have a shadow more here. Yeah, that was right. So I'll go back with this, cover that back up. The Valkyrie's awesome. Have you built it yet? We didn't tell her to hydrate with. Yeah, I've got Diet Pepsi right now. It's not the best. All right, brassy brass. You can also use the other color. There's another color, brassy brass, or there's a coppery color that you can use. My goodness, look what happens. Like that. This one doesn't have as much water in it, so it's going to be interesting. Gotta put a little water in it, thin it down. I'm going to mix just a little bit of my tinny tin with it, and then we're going to see where the light, look at where the light is already highlighting. That's where I'm going to put my highlights in the first place. I'm basically just following where the actual light is. Made it brighter. This ape really needs an awesome base. It does. I just have this little guy right now, this little like a little coin, kind of a relic or something that's in there. Yeah, I'm gonna make a really awesome base for him. How we can cut up, taking out the natural highlights that are already shining on it. Oh, you didn't get your Valkyrie yet, Kat? I got mine a while back. Alright, so now look at the box art. Ooh. I lost it. Okay. Gonna wing it. Now I'm gonna get out my polished gold. That's gonna be for, ooh, too much came out. Mix a little bit with my color right here. So we've got a mid color. This gold here on all the bits, and a little bit more just plain gold. See if I can do it again on here. Gold again. I'm very excited about painting the Dragon Sacrifice from Kingdom Death. That's the one that I'm anxious about. I don't know if I'll be able to do it on stream though, because I don't think Twitch would be too keen on all her nakedness. Oh, that's all more. You guys? Let's use a little bit of this smoky ink. That can give us some nice shadows, and you've already got your highlights up. Kind of just go back and forth. Going back and forth with my metals and with my ink. And shine it up. I like this better than the I like this much better than just non-metallics. It's also faster too. Gold ring, the two, and all of this I'm just brushing over the top. So much faster than to paint each little piece. And there's a line right here. So Whew. Emberton says, I need to upgrade to a large screen laptop for your July classes. Watching on an iPad doesn't cut it. Yeah. Let's do this part all coppery. And I'm going to use some purple ink because I love how purple ink looks on copper. Actually, let's do this copper color on all the rest of his all the rest of this armor here with the brassy brass. I'm curious for the people who do watch this on a bigger, screen, if it looks, pretty sharp. Definitely would love to know that. All right, same thing. We had this being the brown. I'm gonna wipe off some of the paint on my brush. Shine the little bit right here. How that polishes. You have a first run dragon sacrifice, and I got the encore to build her along without the long cape. Figure is gorgeous both ways. Oh, that's nice. Now, does the first run come with the cape or just the encore? Because I was curious about that. All right. This is going to be a little purple jewel, I think. Purple or red. Maybe turquoise might look good. Do a turquoise gem. This particular paint is pretty thin. It needs to be thinned. You have to thin your paints in order to paint with this. Otherwise it's kind of difficult. It wants to be tasty. Whew. Can you believe how quickly? These not hard to paint. If you want a fun little project that will probably take a little while, depends on how fast you are. Either way is pretty easy. I recommend this one. We painted the Viking bear pretty quickly too, if I remember right. I think it's just that they're so, these minis are really inspiring. Rather than trying to go in here and trying to get every little crevice, I'm gonna probably just get some ink in there to cover up the bits that I didn't want. Let's see what piggy purple is like. This is purple. Thank you. They're identical, just leaving the cape off the encore when you build her. Okay, that's a good idea. This is the pink or purple ink. I'm gonna use a little bit of this down in here. It's gonna be so pretty. Go ahead and put the purple right over that gem. Yeah. So the purple ink does the same thing as the other dark color that I had in here. Ah! Drop my brush into my palette. We need like an oops. We need an oops alert for the chat. that depth. This is the purple ink up against that beautiful copper here. Yeah. Just do a little smidge ink right here. Got some water on his face too. I love using colors, colored inks and stuff on metallics. Now, I go in. I'm not making a mess if I'm not doing it right. I'm not doing it right if I'm not making a mess. Good. The golds and purples are going to look really nice next to each other. Okay, so see, now we can add this gold as a highlight as well on this particular copper. And if I want to take it up even one more notch, I can take a little bit of silver. Little tiny bit of gold, but then we'll put some more copper on top. Okay. Ink. I think I just found a cat hair. It has been a while. Guys, I just found a cat hair. We don't have that many cat hairs anymore now that I've got the basement studio. Pretty cool. Oh, I need to talk to you guys about something. That totally reminds me. We need some kind of mascot for this channel. Some little character or something, and something cute, because I like cute. And I just don't even have any idea. Like, Flick has his Fuely, and Slow Fuse has his little snail. And I don't have anything. Enduro Joe, thank you so much for the subscription. That is 5 months in a row with Enduro Joe. I do have a Chibi Me Flick, but you know what? It's like really hard to simplify for an emote. And there's only so much you can do with those expressions that they start to look like I'm copying your Fuely. You know, and I just, I want to do something a little different. All right, Enduro Joe, thank you so much. Oh, wait, there's an R. A, O, E. It says your alerts, your mascot logo, yep. I like Flick's idea. Oh okay, but like I said, with my Chibi Me, it's not an easy and simple character. It's a little bit complex. And there's only so much I can do with her. Recreate her. I know an artist who can do a Chibi U style show. I did finally get my you have to tell me who. Oh, you mean yes, but my old designer is back with me. I finally got my old designer back, so I'm gonna see what they can help me with. And but I was thinking like a cute little creature or something, you know. I don't know. Maybe I don't think I'm that cute, and I'm also wanting to distance myself a little bit from. I don't know. I'm whinging now. A chibi cat? I'm maybe a chibi cat. That could be cute. There's not a whole lot of things I can think of. ETA 878 EST. What's... Oh, dropped a brush. Let me grab my brush. With extra hairballs. Yes. See, I feel like I could do a lot more little cute emotes with a cat. At least I could have them doing cat things, or, you know, like cat butt, or, you know, I don't even know which would allow that. But if I'm doing, I don't know if I'm self-depreciating enough to be able to do crazy things with my own image. Right, real quick, I'm gonna try finding pink. I'm gonna go with this for my base for my leather. This is a Arbuckle's Brown. It's sort of a burgundy, and it's a satin color. So let's see how that looks. Got a beautiful leather belt back here. I really love Arbuckle's Brown. It's such a pretty color. Bondic is life. I would do cartoon Bondic, but I just I have no idea how that would look. And I also they're not sponsoring me, and I don't know how that would cross over into copyright, yada yada. We might have a one Bondic emote, but I don't know if I can do a whole bunch. Right? Bondic's another one where I would have trouble thinking of like expressions for it, or like a, you know, how would it look? I'd have to tell my designer what Bondic is too. They should sponsor me. We need to begin a letter writing campaign to Bondic to tell them to do so. I think. All right, that's pretty. Ooh, let me do some burgundies down in here. Shadows on this metal. Picking up, maybe it could be picking up some of the reds from the belt. The thing about metals, it picks colors up. All right, now I'm going to use a wash on the back of this. What could I use? Let's see. Druchii Violet would be perfect. Let me see. Have that. That's, yeah. I know we just got all of these repotted. Look at this. Lots of repotted washes and inks. And I need to find a Druchii Violet. I think this is it. Yay, I found it. Violet. And it behaves a little bit differently. This is the wavy that goes with the palette that I have. There we go. Ah, that's what's been throwing off my color. Having white things on the screen. Figured it out. Way better color. Hi, Sanjan. Hi, Rhyme. Rhyme just activated lurk mode. Alright, so I'm going to put this Druchii right over here. And a little bit over here, too. Sanjan, we're painting Kong, Warlord Kong, from that. Painting Warlord Kong from Cartoon Minis in this beautiful purple shadow on this metal. Let that dry. He is cool. He's beautiful. I love him. Looks so grumpy right now. Let's see. Happens if I put a little dot of white. Nope. Gotta go back over it with the orange. This is gonna require a very small brush. Pick out these eyes to be perfect. Pick out the color right. All right, that's drying. There's a cat hair. Goodness, another one. Today we're having a lot of cat hair. Look at this again. Drying. Do the tinny tin on these little grommets. We're probably going to continue painting Kong on Monday. So you can come back then and watch me finish painting him. These beads should be a color. Definitely a color. We'll go back over those. What's next? Get this in between these little ropes. What have you been painting lately, Sanjin? Anything cool? By the way, guys, both Sanjin and Flickster are also streamers that I enjoy and you should follow. Should always mention that. What color should I make his knees? He's got some other kind of armor on his knees. I don't know what color they are. Let's make them gold or goldish. This paint, this part copper. All right, let me look at chat. You guys are talking. You are painting Mumra from. Oh yeah, that's right. Somebody else was talking about that. Super stoked. Flickster was painting, he just finished painting the Snarf type character from the same manufacturer. I'm gonna have to go in here with that Shoshie violet again and give it a shadow. Yeah, that's very coppery. And have you started that Mumra yet, or have you just planned on painting him already? Got that all laid in, and now we can go back with a darker color. He's really coming alive. The more, okay, what color? Let's do turquoise. I think that's the color that I'm gonna choose, and I think I want to pick like a real light. This is copper verdigris. I would like it to be this color, but I don't think I can. I need to find a color that's already opaque like that, like this one. Ta-da! Caribbean blue. Not the Snarf, aka, oh, not Snarf, yeah, the bookkeeper, that's right, they named him something else. Miss Half Damage, thank you for the subscribe. Miss Half Damage. Woohoo! You were gifted all three? That's awesome. How are you, Miss Half Damage? I just realized it says I'm building the Warlord. We already built him. He's in painting progress now. Yeah, that's a color he needed. Look at, let's do that same here. Boom. We'll do all of the little extra beads in this turquoise color. Oh, that's good. Nice. Let's do the back here with this one. Do with these. Yeah, that's going to tie them all together really nice. I do feel like he's starting to get to the point where he needs more of this gold. So let's do the tinny. This is the smoky ink. Bend it out a little bit right here. And over here too, I need tinny tin over here. See this, all this needs to be painted. Oh, are you on cam? There we go. Now I have to put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. OMG, like 30 minutes you can go home, yay! Hey Rainer, enough with the resin cleaning. Were you cleaning resin? What's been going on? Rainer is another of the streamers that I really enjoy watching, and I watch when I can. You should also give a follow. Look at that. He's so cute. Let's do the toes. We painted them dark and now we gotta lighten them up again with the blues. I'm just trying to put small lines where his knuckles would be and where like the edges of his toenails would be. See? That looks good. Oh, my nose. My nose was tickling me. Yeah, that looks good. That looks a lot more like his face, too. Interesting, I can see where I need to touch stuff up when I look at it on the camera, too. Lol, hi, guys. You prepping and assembling in your off time? Good. Enough with the resin cleaning. Time to take a break. You can tell that, guys, I'm starting to fall into the zone. It's making it harder for me to talk, so that's both good. It makes my painting better, but it makes it harder for me to keep the chat lively. It makes it harder to interact, for sure, because I'm enjoying myself, but that's really good. Hopefully you're enjoying watching. Don't fall into the zone. I'm sure you guys have watched painters where they're like talking, and then all of a sudden they're in the zone. Aw. Thanks, Flick. Thank you for the cheer. Avoid the zone. It's dark, lonely, and far too productive. It's for sure. It is true. It is lonely. You have to keep the energy in the chat. Maybe I should get a mini that I'm less excited about. Fingers. There we go. All right. I feel like I need to go up a little bit higher. Values. Yeah, that needs to be the highest. Eeny minis. Thank you so much for following. We're gradually creeping up the follower list in numbers, which is awesome. Eeny minis. Woohoo! And when we get to 3,000, we're going to do a giveaway. And yes, it's going to be awesome. I'm getting to the point where a lot of my social medias are going to be doing giveaways. That can't be bad, right? We're getting lots of followers across social media platforms. Just in case you didn't know, you can follow me at Shoshie's Minis. That's the handle that I use on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of those places. All right, now this is the gold again. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this to be more bright. I don't think that's bright enough, so I'm gonna see if I need it. Let me try this gold. This is a dragon bronze. I've got my incorrect cam on. There we go. Bronze. Eeny Mini saw my stuff on IG and happy to catch me live. That's awesome. See? So glad that you followed me over here from Instagram. Why I try to promote all of those different places, but you never know who's coming from where. Great. Let me try a little silver. Just a smidge. You can make that little ding highlight with the silver. Something like a metal medium or speed metal from P3, or I also like to use a little bit of silver from Game Air. Just a tiny amount mixed with your gold will make a brighter color. See what I can do here. This is yeah, that's good. This. Gas. Things, highlights, they need to be actually almost pure silver to really like that. Yes. When you look at gold as a metal, it has some really high highlights. See? That looks good. I'm not gonna highlight every single part of this. Just the highest bits, like that. I can go back over all of this with a gold to kind of fill that silver a little bit because it's a little bit bright. Let me see how it looks like on cam. Doesn't look like, still looks like this metal, but it's just a little bit more contrast. Beauty. A little bit of gold in there. All right, let's get this other arm down. I think I need to work on the back. Ah, this is dry now. Let's start with coppers. And each one of these layers, I'm going to make a different metal, I think. Hopefully you can see this okay. Yes. Trying not to fall into the zone. It's such a good piece. Such a fun piece to work on. Okay, and the next layer I will do in the tinny tin, I think. Not sure. Mini says, oh wait, Maynard says, random browsing Instagram, so fun because so many minis, yes. Yeah, there's actually, like, if you do the little magnifying glass, it'll like suggest a whole bunch of stuff to you. Love seeing the final product and the process. Love seeing on mobile misspelling will happen, yeah. Yes. All right, here's some gold. I'm gonna do this final top layer in this gold. Like it already. And then there's little bitty rivets. Maybe I can make gold as well. Now I need to make a brighter gold. That right there. See? Now we're going to do sort of a mix between the gold and the copper together. And go back in here. I'm just carefully picking out highlights because I don't want to get rid of all my shadows here. I just want it to make it look like it's brushed. Let me take a peek. Not bad. It's not bright enough though, in my opinion. There's something missing. Maybe I need to change it to leather. Stupid Valkyrie, so much trimming, and thank you, Shoshie. Bondic really rocks. Yes, it does. That is so funny. I'm glad that's working for you. Right, so there's something about the way this is looking. It's not jiving with me, so I'm going to take off that gold because it's maybe the gold that's bugging me. I'll just make it copper and see what happens. Slightly better. It looks more, actually I like that a lot better. It's starting to, it does need another wash of Shoshie Violet maybe? I'll do it more careful this time. Yeah, just feeling some of the shine, which I'm happy about. Yes. And color gold, right? Not bad. Okay. Now on the box art, so where did my box art go? Here he is. Right, let's take a look at what I've done here, because this is going to be a good example. There's some contrast missing from him. Just they use green for contrast, green and copper, green and red. We've got some turquoise. Okay, so down here they've got copper and gold. Let's try that. I'm going to use the tinny tin first as my base color. And then we'll put the gold on the rest. All right, you like my more? Or you like, listen to me, I sound like a little kid. You like my more? What, you like it because it's not metallic metal? I know a lot of people use non-metallic metal on box art because it's easier to photograph, and that is the truth. You can even see here on camera, metallic metal can be tricky to, you know, because it's giving off all these little reflections and stuff. I'm glad. I don't like to compare myself with other artists, then I get jealous. Diostanis, welcome. I'm gonna write your name down, Diostanis. Rambe gets a rainbow armor. Oh my gosh, that's a good idea. Harambe, poor Harambe. He had a rough go, didn't he? Put some Druchii down in here. Go, some got on his face. Put some purple down in there so they look better. Oh, guys, it's time. So this is what we got done, but we are going to finish him on Monday. So come back on Monday, bring your friends. See if we can look for somebody, somebody to host. I think you guys are going to have fun. Whoops. Let me do that again. There we go, that's better. All right, I'm gonna look for someone to host. Who is that we should look for? Oh my gosh, Electric Yvonne? She's on. Love her. I wonder if she's been on for very long. Does anybody know? She might be leaving. She's leaving. Okay, she looks like she might be leaving. So let's see. There's a new one I haven't seen. They have 7 viewers. Frag and Plasma Studio painting. Heresy, Rogel Dorn. Oh, beautiful. We're gonna host this guy. ADE Cook. Okay? When you get there, we're gonna do Mad Love from Shoshie's Mini. Okay? Let's do this. Mad Love. There you go. Copy and whoop, that didn't work. There we go. Now cut and copy that, and we're gonna go ahead and host this guy, AD Cook. Let's see. Raid. We're gonna raid him. ADE_Cook. All right, guys. We will see you on Monday. Might have not worked. Let's try it again. All right, Derek. Go ahead and don't leave, and we will be rating AD Cook. He's painting an awesome thing. So, thanks, guys. Bye.